are you? I think you are doing great in your house, sitting safe. Okay, I am your Stella ma'am back once again. I am going to take you the second lesson in sociology, that is culture. Second lesson in your sociology, that is culture. What do you mean by culture? So first of all, you know, human beings not only a social animal. Okay, he is not only a social being but also a cultural being. Why culture you need? Culture because culture keeps human beings different from animals. Culture, it is the culture which keeps you different from animals. Otherwise, you will be in the midst of animal only. What are the activities the animals are doing? Same you will do. But it is the culture which separates you from human beings. Every human being can be considered as a cultural representative. Okay? Culture and society are the two faces of a same coin. In a coin, you take up two faces in a single coin. Culture and society. They are the two faces. Why? How you say that? Because culture, it makes human being different from animal. Okay? Next, the social control defines the human behavior. Okay? And next, individual in a society has membership in various institutions. You are a member of so many social institutions. Okay? Culture means, what do you mean by culture? Culture means the transfer of knowledge, experience, literature, art, belief, values, behavior. All these things are transferred from generation to generation. Okay, culture, it is means the transfer of all these things. That is culture, that is value, belief, behavior, your habit, your way of living. Everything is being transferred from generation to generation. Okay, culture is a term which encompasses the social behavior and norms found in human societies. Culture is a pattern of behavior. Culture is a pattern of behavior shaped by a society or groups of people. Many different things make up society, that is culture. Culture is the thing which you can learn it. Culture is transferred from one generation to generation. It is giving you the differentiate between the humans and animals. You are different, totally different from animal. Okay? So, culture means the transfer of knowledge. You are learning the knowledge from where? From the school. The teachers are transferring their knowledge to you. Or you are learning the knowledge from your elders. From your elders, you are learning the knowledge. Or the food, whichever the food you are practicing the food of items of from others. The clothing sense, how they are dressed up. You see them and you cultivate that. Okay, so now the meaning of culture. The word meaning, it is derived from the Latin word that is colere. What is mean? Colere. It means cultivate. It means cultivate. Colere means cultivate. Okay, so during medieval period, culture was in the form of agriculture to indicate the improved yield of sown seeds. Sown seeds, when you sow the seed, what will happen? How much the product is coming out? How much you are cultivating? Agriculture, cultivate. You are doing the process and the cultivation you are doing. So, in the medieval part, culture means it is agriculture to indicate the improved yield of sown seeds. How many seeds you are sown and out of that how much is the output. Okay, that is the thing. So by 18th and 19th century, it came to indicate the human behavioral pattern. So here are some of the definitions of culture. According to E.B. Taylor, he says culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, rules and regulations, tradition and any other capabilities earned by the human being as a member of society. What does this definition tell? These are all the things that are earned by human beings living in a society. These are all the things which he will cultivate. Human beings will cultivate all these things when he is in the society. Okay. Moreover, I told you that is, see, culture consists of object. What does culture consist? Culture consists of object, whereas society consists of people. Culture consists of object and society consists of people. That's why I told you that culture is that complex whole. Completely. Man is learning or man is transferring their knowledge, belief, art, regulations, that all he will earned by the human being when he is a member of a society. That was told by E.B. Taylor. Okay, he is explaining it. Next it is, according to Malinowski, he says that the tools created by human beings to design his aims of life is called as culture. Okay, the tools created by human beings to design his aims of life is called as culture. This is the tools in which he can use it as a tool to change us, to do changes according to the situation or according to the time or according to the problem. Whatever it is, he is using it as a tool. The tool created by human being to design, to change. Okay, that is his aim of life, to change his aim of life or the mode of life. So that is why the culture. Culture is nothing but an object. Okay, now next I am going to explain about types of culture. Okay, cultures are classified into two types. They are material culture and non-material culture. Material culture and non-material culture. Material culture, what is material culture? It includes physical objects. What are that? Physical objects. Physically, what you see? You are seeing this chalk. This visible to your eyes. You are seeing this book. This is visible to your eyes. And this pen. This is visible to your eyes. Okay, that is only material culture. It is physical object and it is visible to eyes. Tools used by humans. Tools, pen I am using, you are seeing. It is the used by humans. Next, created by humans. Who is creating this pen? It is created by human. Human are made that. The table, who has made that? The man is making that. That is the human. I told you in the beginning that is material. Culture means it is nothing but object. Okay, so it is physical object. Material culture, it is physical object, visible to eyes, tools used by humans, created by humans, and moreover is converting natural resources. He will convert the natural resources into man-made structure. Converting the natural resources into man-made structures like houses, buildings, machines, computer, industries, roads, dams, etc. These are all the things that is man is converting the natural resources into a man-made material. Who makes the houses? It is made by man. infrastructure, dam, computer. Okay, so these are all the natural resources. Natural resources are being converted like houses, dams, machines, industries, then road, dam. These are all constructed by men itself. Okay, and later on I told you that is this changes. The material culture changes takes place very quickly. It takes place very quickly, that is swiftly. Okay, computer, that is material culture changes undergo very swiftly. Okay, next part of that, that is the non-material culture. Okay, on the other side, non-material culture means human achievements. It means human achievement. What all the man is achieved in his lifetime. That is undergo changes swiftly. Okay, so like tradition, belief, ideas, values, these are all the non-material culture. You cannot see in your eyes. It is not visible. Thought, what is in your mind, can you see that? No, you cannot see that. But whereas a house is constructed, you can see the house. Understood? So, non-material culture, it includes thoughts, ideas, belief, values. It is human achievements. Non-material culture is human achievements like tradition, belief, moral values, ideas. These are all the non-material culture. Okay? When compared to material culture, this non-material culture, it undergoes slow changes, slowly. Whatever this changes, it is learned slowly from stage by stage only. It is learned. Okay, that is why this changes. This value culture, non-material culture undergoes slow changes. Okay, so now next I am talking about features of culture. What are the features of culture? Culture is abstract. What is abstract means what? What do you mean by abstract? It is existing only as an ideas. Okay? It is shared way of doing and thinking. Okay? That is people do it in their mind. Keep it in their mind. Okay? Not as a physical thing. It is not a physical thing. It is existing only as an idea. That is only culture is abstract. They don't have a clear applicable to real life. They don't have a clear picture to the real life. They are only thinking, thoughts. Okay, shared way of doing the things. That is only culture is abstract. Culture means the lifestyle of social group. They accept way of life is carried from one generation to another generation. Okay, it is carried from one generation to the other generation. Next it is, culture is social. What do you mean by social? Society. Okay, culture is not personal. Culture is not personal. It means sharing a community's way of life. How you share? You share your food, dress, rituals, customs, and you are living with the society. Hence, culture is social. Next it is, culture is learned. Culture it does not comes by birth. When you are born itself, from that time culture is not there. And moreover, culture is not nature also. It is not nature. It is not born by birth. Okay, they get formed in the interaction with various members of the society. Interaction. You are meeting other person. You are in the committee of the other people. There you are learning the things. Okay, this means a child receives culture through the process of socialization. The child will get this one, culture, through the socialization. Behavior learned through interaction with various people. Discussions is called culture. Children learn from teachers. is learned means the children, they learn it from the teachers, or sometimes they learn it from the elders, or from the houses, or from the people surrounding them, or the neighbors, and also they learn the culture through their friends. Okay, culture is learned, culture is social, culture is abstract. And next, culture means coexistence. Culture provides opportunities to every individual to share ideas with others. Coexistence. You are giving your ideas to the other. They may give your ideas to you. That means you are having interaction with each other. Coexistence. Thus, culture assures sharing opportunities. You all are sharing opportunities. What are the opportunities you get? That all you are sharing with each other. That is why culture means coexistence. Next, culture is continuous. Means what? Every culture grows embedding new aspects into it. Every day your mind activities is changing. It is continuous. Whatever changes you are doing, that will change. Today's thought will be not the same for tomorrow. That will change. Whatever you are thinking right now, it may change after some time. So that is, culture is continuous. It is going on continuously until your death. Changes, day by day, changes take place. Your ideas you will change. Your way of living you will change. Your style you will change. Rules you will change. Regulation is changed. So that is why culture is continuous. Okay? It sustains itself with minor changes. So next it is, culture is diverse. What do you mean by diverse? Culture is diverse means what? Culture is not uniform. Culture is diverse means culture is not uniform. Aspects of culture like customs, moral values, arts, belief, languages differ from society to society. Diverse. Okay? Every social group has its own culture. Every society is having its own custom, its own tradition, its own rituals. They are having their things of their own. So it is diverse, different. Different people are there. So different culture is being adopted by each of the society. Understood? So the difference is visible in rural, urban and tribal societies. Not only in cities, not only in villages. This type of changes, diverse, it is present in rural, urban. Not only this, even people living in the same place. Okay, living in the same place, they tend to have different culture. Same place. Now your neighborhood, different language people are there, but your culture will be different. Though the people are living together. For example, in your school, in your class, so many of you are sitting here. Okay, you will be of different language. You will be of different customs. Your tradition will be different. And the culture is also diverse. Though you are living in the same place, but still you tend to have your own culture. Understood? So these are all the features of culture. Features of culture. Culture is abstract. Culture is social. Culture is learned. Culture means coexistence. Culture is continuous. Culture is diverse. So culture is learned. You are learning. Okay? Culture is merely the belief or tradition. It is merely the belief, the tradition, the art that passes from generation to generation. It is learned. It is not by birth. Or culture is not by nature also. You are undergoing changes. Slowly, continuous changes. It is continuous. Okay? Culture is continuous. Whatever you have practiced today, you may change it tomorrow. That is continuous. It is not having an end. Understood? That is only culture. Culture is continuous. Next, after that, I am going to explain importance of culture. In that only one point I will explain it to you today, and the rest of that I will continue it into the next class. Okay. So first one, culture is treasure of knowledge. Treasure. What do you mean by treasure? Treasure means it is a property. It is your money or whatever, treasure. It is a precious gift of knowledge. Culture is a treasure of knowledge. Why? Culture is not merely the belief. It is not only the belief, rituals or tradition that passes from generation to generation, but it is indeed a treasure of knowledge that is learned and transmitted. You are learning it and you are transferring it to some other people. Maybe the teachers. Teachers is transferring their knowledge to the children. The elders in the family, they transfer their knowledge to their own children. Okay, that is only, it is learned. It is learned and transferred. Okay, people include these values in them. They include what all the knowledge, fulfill the social as well as individual purpose. The knowledge which they are gaining, that will fulfill their individuality as well as the society and people. Whatever it is, whatever knowledge is gained, they are transferring it to somebody else. Okay, it provides social and physical existence of human beings. Next, human beings have utilize the learned knowledge. Whatever the learned knowledge they are having, they have to utilize that. Okay, like see, animals survive and get adjusted with their natural environment. How? With their help of instinct. What is instinct? Motivation, learning. Through that they are changing to their existing. They are changing that. Human beings have to utilize their learned knowledge in order to survive. Okay, next it is language is a part of culture. Language is also a part of culture. Then the future generation is guided by the present generation. Future generation, tomorrow's generation is guided by today's generation. Present generation. What all the things we are using, how we are using, what all the culture. You will know, the family, you will celebrate your own festival. Your father and mother will have their own tradition. That tradition, tomorrow your children will start that. Tomorrow's future generation. So that is why the future generation is guided by the present generation. Today's generation will learn. Okay, today's generation. Okay, what all today we are doing, that will be learned for tomorrow. Tomorrow, whoever is there, future. Tomorrow is future. Today is present. Okay, so the future generation is guided by the present generation. Next it is, the future generation forms its own culture. Whatever will happen, the future generation, it will form its own culture. Again there will be changes. Not only whatever the past tense was having or the present tense was having, not only that they will keep, but they will also change that. Okay, they will also change from own culture and march into the future. They will set up their own culture and they will march. Understood? So post knowledge is stored in the form of proverbs, paintings, then folk songs. These are all the things that is stored in the form. Okay, post knowledge, this is all stored up. So culture is merely the belief and tradition that is being transferred from one generation to another generation. Okay, so now hence culture is not a bundle of tradition. It is not only a bundle of tradition, but it is also a treasure of knowledge needed for social development. Understood, children? So that is only in simple whatever I explained to you. Culture is object and society is a group of people. Okay, society and culture, these both are the faces of the two faces, that is the two faces of the same coin. Society and culture, they are coexisting. So I think with this today I will stop you, but tomorrow I will be explaining to you the rest of the points. Okay, so to open your textbook and learn what all I have told you. Culture, because of culture only it makes human beings different from animals, isn't it? When you are cultured, then only it is making you different from animals. And moreover, individual is a society of various members. Okay, he is a member of the various social institutions like school, colleges, wherever he is working, he will be a member of that place. Understood, children? So that is all. What about culture? Okay, it is shared by a society or a group of people. I explained to you material and non-material culture. Material culture means what? It is physical. It is not physical. Okay, so all these things you are learned today. Today's class I explained to you what is physical and non-physical. Okay, so non-material culture, it is human achievements. Next it is physical means what? Physical, that is according to, he is converting the natural resources into man-made structure. Physically you are able to see the house, dams, roads. Okay, but thought, ideas, that all cannot be seen. That is non-material. So non-material changes will take slowly, whereas material culture changes will be swiftly. Understood? So that is the lesson today, and tomorrow I will be continuing the next part of the same lesson. Understood, children? Thank you.